save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing. Wow, I'm doing well, but it's hot. It's hot, hot, hot. I watched something this weekend. I watched something. Was it this weekend? I watched something the other night or whatever. And I'm gonna share it with you because, like I said, I've said in the past, you guys question whether or not I actually watch these things, and yeah, this weekend I was like, I keep wanting to say the weekend, but it wasn't the weekend. It was like on a Friday or a Thursday or something like that. But I was like, I'm gonna put something in that I have not seen in a while. Now I am reconstructing my movie room because we had water damage a while back. If you've been watching the channel, it was an ongoing thing, so I had to get rid of the chairs and furniture that I had downstairs. So I'm trying to fix up the movie room downstairs, and this was one of the movies that we actually watched in the movie room downstairs, and I didn't remember it back then, and I couldn't remember it now, and then I put it on. I watched it the other night, and I ended up shutting it off, and I never finished it. It bored me. It bored me. And it is Brad Pitt in World War Z. Yeah, I paid $2.50 for this. That's what I paid for this. $2.50. I got this at Big Lots or Ocean State Job Lot or one of them places. This is the Blu-ray 3D, Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy, everything all together. Digital copy is like 100 years old, so guaranteed that thing doesn't work anymore. But I will I'll stick it in your face anyway, so you can say, well, you know what, these things expire. Yeah, this thing's probably expired. But you're probably lucky that it's expired, because this was like this reminded me of that Tom Cruise one. Remember when Tom Cruise did what did he do? I got it over there somewhere. I'm not gonna remember what it is. It was another sci-fi movie that he did. It was I want to say it was a remake of was it The Day the Earth Stood Still, or one of those Tom Cruise type movies. I don't know. That was more interesting than this. This was kind of the same. It was the same thing. Zombies, we got zombies again. Zombies. Listen, the guy's in his car. All of a sudden, for some reason, people turn into zombies. He's got to try to get across the thing. Well, for some reason, the people that hop into cars here, it's like Grand Theft Auto. They hop into cars that drive impossible feats. Okay, I believe he got into a motorhome and was like jumping things and flying over things. It kind of reminds me of that 2012 or 2012 movie they did, one with John Cusack, where he's like driving this little tiny car, like a Nissan or whatever, and he's jumping over like craters in the ground, and everything. It's very unbelievable, very unbelievable. And I didn't care how. And then the other thing was that, which kind of messed me up, is that on the DVD you get the theatrical cut version. And I don't even have the what do you call it in here, but the other one was the unrated version. I still have it in my player. I didn't want to watch the unrated version. I wanted to watch the theatrical cut version because it was shorter. And usually, I got to tell you, sometimes the theatrical cut versions are better than the director's cut, or because I didn't need to see any extra. I didn't need to see any more. I was perfectly satisfied with the little bit of movie that I saw back in the day. I think with all the extra stuff, it just totally ruined it for me. I just won't be watching that again. I won't be watching that again anytime soon. Maybe in another 10 years, if I'm still alive, I'll put that in. But besides that, didn't care. Didn't. And I don't have a 3D TV, so before you ask, did you watch it in 3D? No, I don't have a 3D TV. I don't have a 3D player. I don't have a 3D anything. I bought that because it was $2.50, and I wanted the Blu-ray and the DVD. But besides that, yeah, not too exciting. I love zombie movies, but I wasn't happy about that zombie movie. Wasn't. This thing came from I got packages, by the way. I got two packages here. From Andres Tobias from Massapequa, New York. And it's two. There's two in here. There's two of something in here. In bubble wrap. There we go. And okay. Oh, so we got two movies to talk about. One is factory sealed, and one is not factory sealed. Let's start with the non-factory sealed one, because I think I want to end with I'm not gonna end. I got one more thing about. I'm not gonna be ending. You get a bonus feature. This is Kate Beckinsale in Underworld: The Ultimate Collection. I've been waiting for a while to upgrade my DVDs to Blu-ray. I will tell you, I don't like what they're doing here. See this right here? This is actually a stack. We got Underworld, Rise of the Lycans. We got Underworld Unrated Extended Cut. And we have Underworld Evolution, Underworld Bloody Wars, and Underworld Awakening. Is that all of them? You know what sucks? Once again, what sucks about this is that the first Underworld is the unrated version. What if I want to see the rated version? Now, luckily, I do have still have the DVD, and more than likely, the DVD has the rated version. But I love to have those options. You know, you should always have the option of the rated or unrated, because maybe you want to experience what you saw in a movie theater. I have not seen these movies in a while. I want to binge watch. That was my plan, was to binge watch, but I didn't. But I was missing, I think, the last two on DVD, because what happened was I started collecting them and I started watching them, and I was like, okay, well, the first couple were okay, and then when they started coming out on DVD, and I was like, the Blu-rays are out, and now I'm gonna have to upgrade the DVDs. Eventually, they're gonna have a complete collection, and it's gonna be cheap. This was $14. $14 for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movie set, and you can't beat that. If you're an Underworld fan, comment below. This next movie is something that you probably have either never heard of before, but I recommend it highly. If you do not own it, find it, buy it, or I will kill you. No, I'm counting. I was doing a Taken thing there. I actually watched this. This is my second copy. Now, if you watch this channel, you know that if I love a movie enough, I buy a backup. Just in case something goes wrong with it. Maybe I drop it. Maybe I scratch it. This is a movie that I have not really seen on any streaming services. I have not seen it on... You can't really find it in a store. I don't know whether or not it's out of print or going out of print or will be out of print. So I figured I'd grab the copy now. And it is called Private School for Girls, starring Phoebe Cates and... Who was the other guy? Phoebe Cates, Betsy Russell, and Matthew Modine. This is like a... How would I sum this up? Porky's-ish type movie. You know, one of these 80s... exploitation 80s type thing, whatever. But this is actually really good, really funny. I would put this up there. There's a movie called Losing It that I thought was really great, starring Tom Cruise. I put that close to this. And then we have Last American Virgin. That would go somewhere in this category. And then we have Private School. Yeah, this was the second copy, because what happened was I purchased this one, and they had one of these things like buy the second one, get one 15% off or something like that. And I was like, you know what? This is factory sealed. I'll grab a factory sealed Private School, and I'll stick this in the collection, just in case something happens to the other one for the price I paid for. I want to say 15% off. I think I paid maybe $6 for it, something like that. This was the one that was like $15 or $14. So that was a good buy. You know, like I said, sometimes you have to double dip. Sometimes you have to stock them away, because you never know. Physical media is getting a little bit scarce, and a lot of people are kind of, we rather stream. Well, I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen to me. Hang on a second. I was watching YouTube the other day, streaming it on TV, and I gotta tell you, that buffering thing went on for like, I think it was like 10, 15 minutes. I actually grabbed my tablet, and I started just scrolling through stuff on my tablet. I gave up. I totally gave up on it. I shut off the TV. I unplugged the Amazon Fire Stick. I replugged it back in. I let it reboot, and it still did it again. I was at a breaking point with the streaming. I'm just not happy with streaming. And I really hope that they don't do away with all the physical media, because the streaming just sucks. They have not mastered it yet. When they master it, maybe I'll be like, okay, now I feel a little foolish because I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on physical media, but I don't think they're gonna master it, because they haven't done it yet. And if they haven't done it yet, I don't think they're ever gonna do it. This one came from Clocks and Rigs, my last little pickup there. And as we all know, Clocks and Rigs is Scream Factory, Shout Factory. No post, obviously. I do not know what this was that I purchased. So we will find out for the first time. It is a copy of storytelling. Storytelling. This is actually an upgrade from my Snapper Case DVD that I purchased years and years ago. This is a Shout Select with some bonus stuff going on. A new 2K scan, new confessional yet something filming of storytelling. Once upon a storytelling time, it all becomes fiction. Interview with composer, whatever, and alternate something scenes. Alternate. Wait a minute, I can't read. Alternate censored scenes from the theatrical cut of the film. Okay. This is another one I have not seen in years, but it is a Shout / Scream Factory exclusive. Shout Factory, Scream Factory, Vinegar Syndrome, all of these companies have been sticking to their guns. As soon as they release these things, if they are exclusive to the channel, exclusive to their website, they don't re-release them. Once they're gone, they are gone. They do not come back. I have not seen them come back. I have not even seen another company pick something up from. There was I want to say Kino grabbed a couple of Scream Factory / Shout Factory films, and they did their little Kino touch on it. But as much as I love Kino, Shout Factory, Scream Factory, they do a better job. I think they do a better job. Kino's very bare bones, where you get extra stuff on the Shout Factory, Scream Factory thing. And I remember this movie being decent. So I was like, you know what, for the price, I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to put it away, and it's going to go out of print, and maybe I'll be sitting on a little gold mine of a movie that I really don't care too much about, and it will just sit in my collection because I don't sell things. Okay, I had a eBay seller contact me this morning because I was trying to buy something. I wanted to buy a movie chairs. I'm trying to buy the theater seats for my thing down there, and he contacted me this morning, and he went through this whole thing, and it is kind of sad, the story he told me, because he's like, you know, after they're done taking their percentage and the tax and well, first they take the sales tax, and they take the percentage of whatever it is that you sold, and then according to him, after you're done, you end up with like nickels and dimes, and I know that's true, because the last thing I sold on eBay, I was actually $13 in a negative, because I was selling a guy an action figure, and I wanted to make sure that it was insured. I wanted to make sure he was going to get it because it was an expensive figure. It was like a $300 figure, and I got the insurance for it and everything like that. And I think when I was done, after purchasing the figure myself, I mean, I did get money back, but what I really did is I sold it for $13 less than what I actually paid for it, because I paid for the insurance. So yeah, eBay's a rough gig. So you got to kind of, like, it's better for you to be the buyer than the seller. But yeah, this guy this morning, I felt really bad for him. He's like, yeah, you know, but after it, because I wanted to buy multiple theater seats off of him, and I'm like, well, if I'm buying like 5 or 6 from you, you know, maybe we can do like a little deal with, because I'm buying 5 or 6, you know, and the price is a little bit high, and he's like, no, I can't, because you know, eBay, they're gonna take their percentage, and I was like, I understand, I totally understand. We'll let it go where it stands. And I made the purchase because I wanna fix up the things that are falling apart in my home. Everything's falling apart, okay? But you know what sucks is that the money's not flowing in the way it should be. There should be more money flowing in around here, but there's not. There's minimal money and a lot to do. I got a fence that needs to be fixed. I got plumbing that needs to be taken care of. I got stuff. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, if you know anything about Storyteller, Underworld, and I'm gonna throw it out there. Yeah, this movie right here. If you are a fan of this channel, and if you know me by now, go on your eBay right now and grab yourself a copy of this. This is really, I'm telling you, you will not be sorry. If you like those Porky's types movies, Revenge of the Nerds, Porky's, stuff like that. If you like that kind of stuff, you're gonna love this. You like Last American Virgin, you're gonna love this. This was just so well done, and it's got a Phoebe Cates, I think I think it's a pre Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Phoebe Cates, and the other girl is actually, what's her name? Betsy Russell, which Betsy Russell's was from the Saw movies. She was from I think she played the wife in the newer Saw movies. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Before you stop and take off and everything, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you later.
You should have saved me some.